Good morning, everybody. Round 2 of COVID fly tying. So following on the shrimp patterns, I'm just going to tie up a black shrimp here. So I've changed the red from the Wilkinson, the red thread, over to a black 8/0 thread. And you can see I've got gold size 8 treble here. Glasses again would help. So as before, just going to tie in the thread here. And this is a pattern I remember from when I was a kid. Again, I haven't had it in my box for a long time. I used to love shrimp patterns, and for some reason I just stopped having them in my box. Anyway, so just tying in some oval gold here. This is a size small, I think. Yeah, size small, which I'm just using to tie in the rear tag here. I mean, these patterns are kind of all very similar in the way that you tie them. So I'm just tying right back to where the hook bends out. I'm just going to put my rear tag in here. This is a nice holding point for the... See, this is where when you go around all the hooks, the holding point for the tail feather. Make sure he's all... I've got 3 turns of that. And secure that in. I found a feather in my drawer that I really like, so I'm going to make this a little bit different. I'll cut that again to the length of where the joint is there, basically. Right, so first things first, black pheasant rump. I'm going to try and get a load of pheasants this season and get them dyed black, like jet black, which will be really useful with longer feathers. Because at the moment I'm just buying packs from Andre at AM. I've only got the fiery brown ones that he dyed for me, so I can get some dyed black, which I think actually he's got, so hopefully they'll be coming soon. So again, just manipulate them back with the scissors, get the fibres going the right way. You can be a bit careful with these ones because they're a bit softer. Right, so Hackle pliers, check. It's just quite a thin feather, this. It's not as chunky. Actually, I think this might even be heron rather than pheasant. I think it is heron actually. Anyway, either heron or pheasant, whichever you've got. Because I do have a pheasant rump. Pheasant patch, but the feathers I've used all the long ones, so there aren't any big enough for this size. So I'm just wrapping around here, and again it looks like a complete mess. It's fine, we'll sort that out in a sec. So I just want to tie this in like so. There we go. It's more like a spider at the moment. Tie that in up to that joint, like so, nice and strong. So I'm just going to use the scissors here to get the so where I want them. I'm just going to take it off quickly. Just pull them out and get them in the right place. Just roll them in your fingers a little bit. Perfect. Okay, so there we have the tail. Right, so next thing, got some nice gold some nice gold flash. So I'm going to put one strand in just on the top, like so, and then fold it back a second. You can put them down the middle, or you can put them down the side, whatever you fancy really. I just tend to put them down the middle, just cut them to match. It's going to have a lot of movement in the water. I mean, possibly that tail could be a little bit long, but hey ho. Right, I thought what would be quite cool to add into this black shrimp is a peacock tail there, just over the back. I'm going to try it. If it looks crap or it doesn't work, I'll just take it off. But I saw it and thought, oh, that'd be quite fun. I love the colours of this as well, it's so nice. So I'm just going to tie this in here. Let's see ultimately what it looks like. I mean, colours wise it should be really cool, but it might not sit, I don't know, it should be fun. Again, I'm just going to, it's a much shorter neck on this side. See if I can scrape these fibres a bit over the hook. Solid. Right, let's see if we can add these in here. Should be a complete disaster. Just trying to get my fingers out of the bloody hooks. I'm not necessarily sure this is the right pattern or colour, necessarily colourway to be doing this or adding this into, but yeah, just a bit of fun. I'm pretty sure the fish won't care, but we all know that the flies are. So anyway, right, tie it in like that. Keep the body slightly more even. Just tie that about halfway up. These two bands here will probably get rid of those. Right, so I think that looks alright. Just add that nice bit of blue into the tail. There, it's pretty cool, I think. Yeah, right, so let's add in gold. So I'm going to use, black gold, I'm going to use this bright gold braid for the loop, which is very nice. Do the trick. Again, last one I tied I used completely flat with a rib and flat gold, but it's just a bit trickier because it's quite stiff. So I like this because it's nice and easy to tie in. So I'm going to go about halfway on that one. There. Just tie him in. Cut him away. Some issues with my camera. There we go. That's better. Right, so just tie that in. Right, now the orange cock hackle. And I've pre-cut that as I did before. So I'm just going to tie that in here. The orange, sorry, not the orange, the peacock is probably not bad overkill, but never mind. I think it's pretty cool. So that's just a little bit of a variation on a standard pattern. People make it a bit of something different. So we put in 3 turns of the orange. And yeah, so that's going to tie it in, as I always do. Now I do that, so when I tie it in, there's a nice clean vein to tie into, there's no feathers going everywhere, and it's just a bit neater, and that's just the way that I do it. Obviously there are lots of different ways of doing it, and lots of people do their own thing, which is fine. So that's halfway point ish, just clean that up a little bit. There we go. So with cock hackles I always think, oh god, it looks really messy when you tie it in, but yeah, it'll be absolutely fine. Right, so next I'm going to put the rib in, which again is the silver gold small oval, and then I've got some Black Uni floss. Now to keep the body, so this is just a standard strand that's come off it, to keep the body nice and thin so it's not too chunky. What I do is I split the oval like so, so you have the thinner section of it rather than have it nice and thin, which is great if you're making smaller flies. It's a really tidy way of tying onto small flies. So just tie that off. Near the dog. So I'm going to do probably 3 turns of the oval like so. Not only can I hear my dog having a drink, I can hear my son going to the loo. Nice. Need a smaller private theatre, I think. Yes. Sorry about that. Anyway, so got the rib in place. Now for the black hackle. So another cock hackle here, black cock hackle at the front. So just set that in there. So from there, and just manipulate those fibres back so they're going the right way. Just tie this in. I'm not sure whether this is going to look very good, but actually it's turned out okay. It helps having good materials. If you can get good materials, then it's just so much better to tie everything. That gold's really bright, that's really cool, I like that. So, how many turns am I going to do here? Right, I'm just going to stick to 2 turns here because the fibres are getting pretty long on that black hackle. Too long for what I want to do, but generally I mean the hackles there I think are a bit long, but that's okay, we will survive. Right, I'm just going to get my Chuck and Ducky rubber ducky, put bit of wax on there. Tidy that up. I think that looks pretty. I think that looks pretty cool. That gold is really nice in there. I love that. Right, JC. You know, I don't know whether the originals had JC or not, but fishermen like JC. I like JC. Apart from the cost of the capes, not that of course you can buy them. You get given them for free if you're not allowed to. So I'm just going to tie him in there. Make sure his eyes aren't all wonky. Make sure they're lined up okay. And fold them back to secure. A few more holes in your fingers. Wax is so good. I used to spend far too much time faffing around with little tiny bits of super glue. The wax is much better. Right, finish them off. Some whips. Get rid of the JC excess. Go in there. This one. And there we go. Black shrimp variant, I suppose. Sorry, it's been a bit difficult to see this sometimes if I step too far back because of the blue. But hopefully that'll do the job for you. I think these could have been a bit shorter probably, but again that'll add some nice movement to it. So all I'm going to do is add in again some Hanson. You can't see, but this is the oil, Sally Hanson black oil varnish, and then some hard as nails on top. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you later.